he wanted to wrestle me on an airplane, and we had a 7-hour wrestling feud that just kept going on and on. He would jump on me and we'd wrestle, and I'd get him down on the ground, and he'd say, okay, let me up. And he'd go back and sit down, and 10 minutes later, he'd jump on me again. It was a long plane ride, and it was just Vince drinking wine and wrestling me. And I'll never forget, at one point, the flight attendant came back and said, listen, if you guys don't stop, he's going to ground this plane, and you guys are going to get kicked off. And Vince said to the flight attendant, tell the pilot to go F himself. I'll buy the effing plane. And, that was Vince. He likes to have fun. He likes to be challenged in every aspect of his life. He's not just a very responsible owner of one of the biggest companies in the world. He's a big kid. He likes to have fun, and he likes competition.
We did some shows with Matt Hardy a few years ago, and he said that Vince had tried to recruit Matt Hardy on that flight to try and help him take you down. Is that true?
Well, he recruited a lot of people. I remember Terry Runnels came up to me and said, hey, I have something personal to ask you. Could you meet me in the back? And I was like, this is weird. Why would she want me to meet her in the back? So I get up to go to the back, and Vince jumps out from the seats and jumps on me. We start wrestling again. It was non-ending. And the funny thing was, I remember Chris Jericho, we were landing the plane, and right when we touched ground, Chris Jericho was sitting behind me. He goes, Kurt, look in the aisle. And I looked down the aisle. Vince was army crawling down to jump on me again. I mean, he wasn't going to quit until, this plane was landed and we got off of it. So it was a long trip. I didn't get any sleep, and Vince had the time of his life.